Hi. Namaste. You know, the planet is very small. Despite the way we want to dress, our cultures and everything, we still remain evolved, mutated primates that created gods and demons and the supernatural with our brains. I mean, we are born atheists. That's it. No matter the way we dress, if we're black, green, purple, or whatever color. Actually, 200,000 years ago, we were all black. We came from Africa. Then we kept evolving. It takes about 15,000 years to change the color of the skin by adaptations. A fact. The christ-psychotics totally hate when presented with the truth. There are as many gods as the mind can create. And any place that you're born, you're raised and brought up by the religion and religious beliefs of your parents and the society. But what is a religious belief? It requires faith. Faith lacks evidence. That's the reason I always say that scientists are mentally healthy people. In other words, atheists. You cannot be a really good scientist if you believe in God and imaginary friends and people that resurrect and demons and angels and all that stuff. Impossible. Then you produce, if you believe in all that, then you can call yourself a pseudo-scientist and you produce all this creationism, all this nonsense. Big sense. Religious beliefs are all a delusion. They are based on delusion. They are based on irrational concepts, lacking reality. So therefore, when you're brought up and you get an education and you believe in Allah or Vishnu or Christ or Zeus or Shiva or any of those entities, and you believe them as true, you know, you are actually living a lie. And you eat by the lie, you sleep by the lie, you relax by the lie. So everything is encompassed as one big lie. Faith psychosis. Very similar to a schizophrenic that accept lies as true. And they completely believe it. When a person like myself, which I'm mentally healthy, in other words, an atheist, or anyone presents, or a scientist also presents one of these deluded people that believe in God and they are theists, they have a problem with the brain, and they present them with, hey, you're living lies. In the lie world, there's such a thing as resurrecting zombies like Jesus, and there's other thing as flying angels and demons and all that, and life after death and all that nonsense, because you create everything with the brain. Wow, the truth hits them like a sack of a bovine excreta. Therefore, they get very defensive. So that's the reason any type of christ-psychotics or people that believe in this nonsense, they get very defensive. And immediately they attack you. And because they're living a lie and you expose the truth. And that hurts them. That hurts them. You know, if somebody says to me that I have big ears and a big nose and all that, it doesn't bother me. That's the truth. That I'm going to get old and all that, fine. But no one can say that, that I'm deluded. Because I do believe that 2 + 2 = 4, not 5. And I do not believe in imaginary friends, gods, santas, and tooth fairies or anything like that. You know, Islamic beliefs and all those deluded beliefs. Following book of lies written by the ingestion of psychotropic substances. So, you know, I don't believe none of that is true. So therefore, I'm a skeptic. You know, I need evidence. You know, I need. If a Christians say I am sane and I'm very mentally healthy and I'm educated, has a PhD and all that, and but still believes that a zombie resurrected to save people from the blood with his blood for the sin committed by a mud man and a ripped woman when they accepted a forbidden fruit from a talking snake, these people are no different than a schizophrenic, a schizotypal, or even a person suffering from dementia. That's a fact, because everything is created with the brain, and their brains are malfunctioning. Brains are malfunctioning. We know for a fact that we are composed of genes, molecules. We were created by a collision of a sperm and egg. In other words, our father took his penis, got erect, and got into a sacred act of creation. He impacted the mother, which is equivalent to Venus, the goddess of the earth, just like the rays of the penis of the sun god fertilizing the earth and make vegetation grow. So therefore, if somebody doesn't believe that, doesn't accept that as true, they're deluded and they're extremely ignorant. They probably believe that the stork brings babies, which is not so. We are product of a fuck, to put it bluntly. There is no God. If you believe in God, you're deluded, you belong in a mental institution, your brain is malfunctioning. And of course being retarded, because you probably read only one book, believing everything that the Bible, the Quran, or any other stupid book will tell you. And this is a sign of mental illness. We're in the 21st century. In ancient times, the world, according to the Egyptians, was created, the universe was created by an act of masturbation. I posted that in my videos ad nauseam. That is a fact. Well, in Hinduism, the same thing happens. And they have different terminologies, same thing happens. And in the Roman religion, the same thing. So sex, the sexual act was considered sacred. And you can see here in an Indian temple. In a temple, all kind of positions, because a sexual act gives you the greatest gift of a god, which is experienced in the brain. But in ancient times, I believe that you experience here. It is orgasm by sex. All type of sex with a human being, with another human, is sacred. And that produces orgasm unless something is wrong with you. But if you believe in God, in the Christian God, you will never reach orgasm as pure and intense as a person that is like a pagan or an atheist will have it. Christians will never do that. They feel remorse, they feel sinful, they feel impure, and it's terrible because they're very psychotic people, stuck in the past. Here are some examples.
You can try to understand the sculptures of this site.
Yeah.
And each level leaves you a little bit more into a mystery than before.
Exactly. Exactly.
Westerners whose saints inspire restraint and abstinence wonder what divinities inspire such sexual exuberance.
What divinities? Amun, Atun, 5,000-year-old Egyptian gods. Creation was started with an act of masturbation. That's what happened. The god Atun.
There, the names used to describe the various positions for intercourse have poetic names like a pair of tongs,
yes,
a swing, or twining vines.
Exactly. Praying to the gods and bowing and all that.
Some of the sculptures actually show a second couple helping the first couple complete their act.
Exactly. In Roman times, of course, Venus was the life giver, was a lady with a breast, and they had temples to the gods and to the phallus. That's what the obelisk mean. And actually to adore them, it's just like the Christians copy that, but they don't know they're sucking dick, because that's what you do. You bow and go like this and kiss it. You kiss the head of the god. It's all sexual and don't even know it. That's too ignorant to realize it. Because here are the faithful receiving the cum of the god Atun, the creator of all life, the penis of Delos, and this is Venus Genitrix, the mother goddess. Hey, Christians and other religious psychotics, when you go to church and worship, do this. I receive communion from the God. Idiots. You have to study history and get educated to understand what's happening. Pace Diorum. Enjoy sacred orgasm.